Hey guys, it's Haunted House here. This is actually my second time recording this, so I apologize if it's a little weird or I'm a little disjointed. We're going to be switching it up a little bit. Originally I recorded this as a live commentary with some gameplay, but I had some difficulties with the audio for that. So instead I'm going to be kind of just going off the cuff, speaking kind of freely without a script. Some of you had requested that I do some more live commentary style stuff, so I wanted to try this out and see if it is something you guys enjoy. Make sure to give me feedback in the comments below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our topic today, which is, of course, Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 1. As of recording this, we're about halfway through Season 1, so I wanted to take some time to give my thoughts on the overall experience as a new player and kind of look forward to what is coming in the future and what we can be excited about. As a lot of you know, Chapter 6 Season 1 is my first experience with Fortnite in general. I do feel like I got a little bit spoiled by jumping in at this time, and I know a couple of you have mentioned it in the comments below on my other videos. Overall, there feels like there is a ton on offer from Epic, and there is a lot to sink my teeth into as a new player. Of course, there's all the cool different modes like Ballistic, the Lego mode, Fortnite OG, giving an opportunity for somebody like me to experience what the game was like back in the day when it first launched the Battle Royale. There's End of the World, which I haven't even dived into yet, the Reload mode as well, but the main thing I wanted to focus on today is the main Battle Royale mode, Chapter 6 Season 1. Now, admittedly, I decided I was going to play Fortnite for the very first time because I was kind of in a lull with other games that I enjoy. Apex Legends is not in a great place at the moment, and I was really excited to see the Warzone integration with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, but that kind of was a dud at launch, and I think it still is as far as I know. I just couldn't really get excited about the mode or wrap my brain around it as hard as I tried. So on a whim, I decided I was going to check out Fortnite just as like a comparison type thing, and man, I feel so lucky and blessed to have made that decision because it has been such a great experience. Admittedly, when I first looked at Chapter 6, I was a little worried because I'm not really somebody who's that into the whole Japanese mythology or samurai culture type stuff. Not that I have anything against it, it's just not something I'm really that into overall. So I was a little worried that I was going to be kind of turned off by the whole experience of playing in this kind of aesthetic, and I have to say, I could not have been more wrong. The map, the design, the buildings, the different color choices used throughout, it has been incredible. The demon bosses and the quests to figure out what's going on with the magic on the island has just been so engaging and such a fun kind of additional thing to tack on to a battle royale to keep me kind of focused on the game and keep me excited for every new drop, because there's always something I can be working on, some new area I can explore, or some new experience I can have on the map. I said it before in a previous video, but a lot of battle royales feel very sterile, very kind of gamey, where you can tell this is just something that was designed for people to play on, kind of a level for the players to play around in. But the Chapter 6 Season 1 map really feels like a real living, breathing place. It feels like something that you could go and visit, and there's different kind of biomes, there's different kind of points of interests and areas that you could explore, and it feels like a real place with purpose for each of these different locations, and it feels just alive. I touched on the bosses in previous videos, but I really have come to appreciate the focus of having the samurai dude on the floating islands at the very end. When that island does pop up and everybody gets the notification, not only is it in one of the final areas of the map before the zone starts to really shrink down, but it makes such a good focal point because not only is it a giant floating island drawing your eye there with the notification especially, but you get some incredible loot if you're able to pull it off. And if for whatever reason you are late to the party, you can always third party the team trying to take down the boss. It makes for a great focal point to kind of push players together and get them engaging in a way that isn't just the normal battle royale player versus player. Adding that PvE element really brings it to the next level. I also like the possessed puppet Night Rose boss fight as well, but not nearly as much as the samurai dude. I've only done that one a couple times, times, and while she does drop some good rewards, I don't find it as beneficial as the samurai guy at the very end. All of the weapons feel great to use. Like I said in a previous video, I don't really have any weapons I don't like off drop, which is a huge change from other battle royales I've played. In Apex, for example, if I see a certain weapon off drops, most of the time I will not even bother picking it up. I will just continue on hoping I can find something else before other players catch up to me. And that hasn't been my experience with Fortnite. Of course, I have my favorites like the Hollow Twister AR, and I'm starting to try and get better with shotguns overall, but I can make do with a pistol. I can make do with SMGs and still have a fighting chance in most situations. I do like the Typhoon Blade. Overall, I think it's great for movement, even though I'm still not great with it and I need a lot of practice if I want to use it well. I do find that weapon is a little too effective. It seems like it's very low effort for high results in terms of just people spamming it, trying to get a kill. But as my skill has improved overall, I do find that even in those moments where somebody is advancing and kind of swinging on me, I can turn it around if I just play it cool. It does get a little tiresome though, that you can kind of expect everybody to have a blade by a certain point in each match. I do think that the boons overall are a good thing as well from the sprites. It's just a nice little addition. I wouldn't go out of my way to ever use it, but it's nice that it's there. The boss medallions are very cool as well. The infinite stamina one that turns you invisible while you're running, that of course is a big thing, and whoever gets that heading into the endgame has a huge leg up on the competition. But at least so far, I haven't found it too oppressive, even as a new player. At least in the games I've played, usually if they get it, they're kind of crutching on that to get in close and then try and attack you with a Typhoon Blade. So if you stick with your teammates or just have a shotgun ready, you can usually counteract that pretty easily. The Night Rose medallion's okay, automatically reloading your weapon. It's nice having that extra ammunition to kind of endlessly shoot at the enemies, but it's not a make or break. It's not something that I would try to go for every single game, although I know some people have done that and have had luck with it. The medallions overall feel very strong, but not completely game-breaking, which is nice. At the time of recording this, I haven't had a chance to play the new Godzilla mode, so through the power of editing, Future Haunted House is going to cover that for us. Take it away, Future Haunted House. Hey, Future Haunted House here in editing. It turns out the Godzilla mode isn't actually going to get off the ground running until Friday. Probably the Friday you're watching this, if the video goes up on time. So I actually don't have anything to really say on it at this point. I am excited to check it out, but we'll have to see how that kind of plays out. So make sure to let me know your thoughts on it once you get a chance to play it. And also, if you like this new style of commentary where it's more off the cuff and less scripted, please let me know in the comments below. I still want to try and do some live commentary while playing the game if I can get my audio settings for that correct, but just give me some feedback on what sounds better for you as a viewer. If you prefer something super scripted, I can always go back to that, but I would like to do some more off the cuff, kind of less stuffy and less scripted videos if I could. Alright, that's all for me. Let's go back to past Haunted House so we can wrap this thing up. Wow, thank you, Editor Haunted House. Very, very informative. To wrap things up here, I do want to just kind of look ahead in Chapter 6 at what we can continue to expect to see with the following seasons. I have to say, I am super excited. I have enjoyed this season a lot, like I mentioned, and to a degree, it makes me worried that I came in at a really good time and that maybe the next couple of seasons will let me down in terms of expectation. On top of that, I know people always have a tendency to kind of have a nostalgia for when they started, so I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if Chapter 6 Season 1 is my nostalgia point where I'm comparing every future season to this and saying, oh, it was better back in my day when I first started. But I guess only time will see. As I have gotten more familiar with the game and more familiar with the past of it, I have to say I'm kind of excited to see where things go from here. I mean, if you look at Chapter 5, right? You had like a Greek mythology themed season, a kind of Mad Max style season, and then of course the Marvel crossover Super Fun Land theme park experience. That's a wide scope of different themes, and they're all very cool to check out, so I'm just excited to see where the game goes and how things kind of evolve. Speaking of, I have not even really participated in any live events. I mean, I of course saw the Mariah Carey one around Christmas, but that barely even counts, I think, at this point. I want to experience what it's actually like to go through a full live event, assuming that I can be a part of that if work and family obligations allow. because I know that Epic does amazing things with those major live events, so I'm excited to see that as well. As a final point here, I want to just take some time to thank you guys again so much for the warm welcome you've given me to this community and all the incredible feedback you've given me on all of my videos so far. I've done content creation in some capacity, whether that's script writing, editing, voiceover, or acting, for over 10 years now. And I have to say, it's always kind of scary when you decide to cover a new game or new topic, because you don't know how the established community is going to react to you kind of dipping your toes into that space. I know no community's perfect, and there's always going to be some people who are weird or kind of jerks, but I have to say, everybody I've interacted with so far has been so kind, so welcoming, offering up different tips for how I can improve and giving me encouragement to continue my journey. It has honestly just been incredible, and I feel so blessed to be able to do this, to make these goofy little videos that you guys find entertaining, hopefully, and that we can all hang out and have a fun time and have a good conversation about these games that we love. That's what I wanted to do when I started this channel. I wanted to share my passion for gaming and my excitement for new games that I find interesting, and Fortnite has definitely fulfilled that for me, and a big part of that reason is the community I've interacted with. So if you've ever left me a comment giving me a tip on how I can improve, or what you would like to see changed in a video to make it better, or even just offered some kind words, just know that I do read every comment. I know that a lot of YouTubers say that, but I do try to read each and every comment, and know that I appreciate it. Know that it does mean a lot to me that you take the time not only to watch my video, but to reach out. It means more than you guys could ever know. So yeah, things are looking good. I'm excited for the future of this channel, and I'm especially excited for the future of Fortnite and what it has to offer. I'm already excited to check out the new OG season when that does launch, and I've already started my follow-up to my Fortnite OG Season 1 Chapter 1 video. So if you guys have not already, make sure to subscribe so you can see all of our cool videos as they come out and join in our continued conversation of Chapter 6 Season 1. If you have any ideas for any other videos you would like to see or any other topics you'd like to see me cover, just let me know in the comments down below. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and try and track down Godzilla. And as always, make sure to eat well, stay hydrated, take care of yourself and those around you. And I'll see you in the next one, friends.